PSA Awards, Eala Yulo Hottest Contenders. Manila, Philippines, golden boy Carlos Yulo and tennis darling Alex Eala lead the major contenders vying for the 2025 Athlete of the Year in the coming Philippine Sportswriters Association Awards night. The two young stars dazzled their way in 2025, reaching new heights in their respective fields in the most memorable moments for Philippine sports. After a historic two-gold medal romp in the 2024 Paris Olympics, Yulo, 25, reasserted his niche as among the world's top gymnasts today by copping the gold in vault during the 53rd FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Jakarta, where he also snared a bronze medal in floor exercise. Yulo also ruled the floor exercise of the Artistic Gymnastics Asian Championships in Jecheon, Korea, and bagged 3 bronze medals in the same tournament. Eala, 20, became the first Filipina netter to reach the top 50 in the WTA following her memorable run in the semifinals of the Miami Open in March, to winning a first-ever WTA 125 title in Mexico, and capping 2025 with the country's first tennis gold in the SEA Games after 26 years. Their respective feats gave Philippine sports a new high, putting them in top contention for the coveted Athlete of the Year honor to be handed out by the country's oldest media organization on February 2 at the Diamond Hotel. Also in contention are golfer Miguel Tabuena, pool player Cheska Centeno, and swimmer Kayla Sanchez. Tabuena topped the biggest golf tournament the country ever hosted, the International Series Philippines, against the likes of Dustin Johnson and Patrick Reed, and won the top prize of $360,000. Centeno crowned herself as the WPA Women's 10-ball world champion last year. PSA Awards, Eala Yulo, the hottest contenders in Philippine sports. In the vibrant landscape of Philippine sports, few stories have captured the nation's imagination quite like the meteoric rise of Carlos Yulo and Alex Eala. As the Philippine Sportswriters Association, PSA, Awards approaches, the two young icons stand tall as the most compelling candidates for the year's highest honor, Athlete of the Year. Yet beyond their achievements lies a tale of passion, perseverance, and an indomitable spirit that reflects the heart of the Filipino athlete. The PSA Awards, a tradition of excellence. The PSA Awards is not merely another awards night, it is the annual summit where the best of Philippine sports are honored. Organized by the Philippine Sportswriters Association, the country's oldest and most respected journalists' body dedicated to sports coverage, the PSA Awards celebrates the individuals and teams who have brought pride to the nation over the past year. Its highest honor, the Athlete of the Year, is awarded to the athlete whose feats transcend performance, touching lives, breaking barriers, and inspiring millions. In the past, legends like weightlifter Hidilyn Diaz and pole vaulter EJ Obaina have been recipients of this prestigious accolade, symbolizing not just athletic excellence but cultural impact. Today, in 2025, 2020 SIXS PSA Awards is set to be equally memorable, with two standout names at the center of attention, Carlos Yulo and Alex Eala, Philstar.com+1. Carlos Yulo, gymnastics golden boy. For many Filipino sports fans, the name Carlos Yulo evokes a sense of pride and exhilaration. Already a celebrated figure, Yulo's 2024 and 2025 performances have set the stage for a historic PSA award season. A champion on the world's greatest stage. Yulo's legacy was already cemented in global gymnastics history after his remarkable performance at the 2024 Paris Olympics, where he became the first Filipino gymnast to win not just 1, but 2 gold medals, dominating both the floor exercise and vault events. This iconic performance saw him outperform elite athletes from powerhouse gymnastics nations, placing the Philippines firmly on the world gymnastics map, Philippines News Agency. Though this earned him Athlete of the Year at the 2025 PSA Awards, Yulo's story in 2025 was far from over. He continued his dominance by capturing gold in the vault at the 53rd FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Jakarta and adding a bronze in the floor exercise, proving that his Olympic success was no one-off phenomenon. Moreover, he demonstrated his continental supremacy with multiple medals at the Artistic Gymnastics Asian Championships in Jecheon, Korea. Philstar.com+1. Why Yulo captivates a nation. Yulo's appeal goes beyond medals and titles. Here is an athlete whose artistry, blending strength, precision, and grace, represents the beauty of sport itself. His routines are studied for their technical mastery and admired for their expressive power. Filipino fans watched him transform the pressure of competition into a performance that felt poetic, turning gymnastics into a form of national storytelling. He has become more than an athlete, a cultural icon representing relentless pursuit of excellence. Eala, tennis rising queen. While Yulo dazzles in arenas and championships where every tumble of the body is measured in fractions of seconds and millimeters, Eala's brilliance plays out over long rallies, strategic positioning, and the kind of resilience only seasoned athletes possess. Breaking barriers in international tennis. In 2025, Eala truly announced herself as a force to be reckoned with. At just 20 years old, she achieved milestones that had never before been reached by a Filipino tennis player. First Filipina to break into the WTA Top 50 rankings, a monumental leap that put Philippine tennis on the global map. Philstar.com. A memorable run to the semifinals of the Miami Open, where she competed against some of the top names in the sport, showcasing composure and skill beyond her years. Manila Bulletin. Winning her first WTA 125 title in Mexico, a significant achievement that underscored her growth and competitiveness on the professional circuit. Philstar.com. Capping the year with the Philippines' first tennis gold in the Southeast Asian Games in 26 years, a landmark moment that rekindled national pride in a sport long eclipsed by others. Philstar.com. The power of potential. Eala's journey is a testament to the global reach of modern Filipino athletic talent. She trains, competes, and thrives on an international stage where every match tests not only skill but mental agility and endurance. Her presence in main draws, and victories against higher-ranked opponents, signals a seismic shift in expectations for Filipino tennis players. It is her story, a young athlete rising through the ranks, challenging norms, and inspiring the next generation, that captures hearts just as deeply as her aces and baseline rallies capture points. A duel of destinies, Yulo versus Eala. At first glance, comparing a gymnast and a tennis player might seem like juxtaposing apples and oranges. But in the context of the PSA Awards, Yulo and Eala represent the dual narrative of Philippine sports today: heritage and horizon, mastery and momentum. Different arenas, shared glory. Yulo's arena is the gym floor, where precision meets risk, and one tiny mistake can undo years of preparation. His discipline reflects a classical sports journey: mastery through repetition, control over chaos. Eala's battlefield is the tennis court, a dynamic environment where every opponent is different, where strategies evolve set by set, and where physical stamina and mental resilience are tested with every match. Yet both athletes share core traits: fearlessness in competition,